Hi guys, this is the Java series part 49. In this session, let's discuss about the inner classes. What is inner class? A class that is created inside the another class. This type of structure is called the inner class. This is also known as the nested class. Okay, what are the advantages of inner class? Inner classes represent a particular type of relationship. That is, it can access all the members from outer class, including private. The second advantage is, inner classes used to develop more readable and maintainable code because it logically group the classes and interfaces in one place only. Okay, and the third one is very important advantage, code optimization. It requires less code to write. Okay, these are all the advantages of inner classes. The next one, what are the types of inner classes? There are two major types of inner classes. The first one is non-static inner class. The second one is static inner class. Under non-static inner classes, we have again three classification. Member inner class, second one anonymous inner class, third one local inner class. Okay, now let's discuss the member inner class. So what are the rules we have to follow if we want to implement the member inner class in our project? Here, this is the example program. I have created the test member outer one. This is my class name. Okay, this is the outer class name. And inside this outer class, I have created the variable. Variable name is data. Its data type is integer. I have used the private as access specifier. Okay. So we know already private means we can use this variable inside this class alone. Okay. And inside this class, I have created the one more class. What is it? Inner. This is the name of the inner class. Okay. So this inner class is placed inside this outer class. So what type is this? This is the member inner class. And one more condition. This class is created inside the outer class but outside of the method. Okay, so this type of structure is called the member inner class. Okay, class is created inside the outer class but outside of the method. So this type of structure is called the member inner class. This belongs to which category? Non-static inner class. Okay, and here I have created the MSG method. What is the role of this MSG? It is used to print the data variable value on my console. Okay, and inside this inner class, I have the main method. Okay, and inside this test member outer one, we have the inner, and inside the inner only we have the main method. So my file name must be the outer class name only, not the inner class name. Okay, because this inner class is placed inside the test member outer one class. So I have to give the file name as this class only, not this class. Okay, and here I have created the object for the outer class first. Okay, this is my outer class. And new keyword I have used to create the memory for this object during the execution of the program. And this is the default constructor. Okay, and I have created one more object for the inner class. Okay, this is the name of the inner class. How can I create? What syntax we have to follow? Here, this is my outer class name and then dot operator and the name of the inner class and followed by the object name. So this is the syntax. If you want to create the object for the inner class means you have to follow this rule. Okay, outer class name, dot operator, inner class name. And this is the name of the outer class object. Dot operator and then the new keyword and the inner class constructor. Got it? So we have to memorize the syntax. Okay. So the outer class name and then the inner class name. In between the outer class and the inner class name, we have to put the dot operator and then the name of the object for the inner class, and the right hand side we have to mention the object of the outer class and then dot operator and new keyword and then the inner class default constructor. Got it? And then here, what is it? This is the inner class object. So here this is the method which is present inside this inner class. Okay. So what will happen? After encounter this line, the control jumps from the 14th line to the 6th line. Here this is the statement. So this statement will be executed. Again the control jumps back to the 15th line. The program is finished. I hope you all understood about the execution flow of this program. Okay. So what are the rules we have to follow if we want to implement the member inner class in our project? Means we have to create the class inside the another class. Okay, this is your outer class and this is your inner class, and this inner class must be placed outside of the method. Okay, this is the rule if we want to implement the member inner class. So this member inner class belongs to non-static inner class. Okay, and what is the syntax? If we want to create the object for the inner class, means the outer class name, dot operator and inner class name and then the object name, and right hand side the object name of the outer class, dot operator, new keyword and then the inner class constructor. Okay, let me execute this one. So data is 30. Here data value is 30. So we got this result. Data is 30. In this session we will discuss anonymous inner class. What is anonymous inner class? A class that has no name. It should be used if we have to override a method of class. Anonymous inner class can be achieved in two ways. The first one, class. The second one, interface. Class may be abstract or concrete. Abstract class contains either abstract method or non-abstract method or both. Okay. So let's see this example. Here this is the concrete class. Concrete means this class contains the method that has the implementation details. Abstract class may contain abstract method or non-abstract method or abstract with non-abstract method. Okay, so here we have used the concrete class. So how can I implement the abstract inner class in my program? So this is my concrete class. Person 1 is the name of the class. Inside this person 1 I have the method. It has the implementation details, non-abstract method. So what is the role of this eat? It is used to print nice fruits on my console. Okay, and in this class I have created the main method. So my file name should be same as this class name only. Okay, and inside this method I have created the anonymous inner class. Okay, so what is this? This is the name of the class and this is the object for this class, and new keyword is used to create the memory for this object during the execution of the program, and this is the default constructor for this class. Okay, here there is no semicolon. Okay, and inside this curly braces we have the eat method implementation details. Okay, so what happened here? Here I didn't create any class. Okay, so what will happen? Here the compiler creates the class. So inside this class the inner class is created, but that has no name. The compiler only decide the name of this class. Okay, so this structure is called the anonymous inner class. Because here we have the class, but there is no name. That's why we can call it as anonymous inner class. So we can use this object to call the method which is inside the anonymous class. Okay, so here this is the object name and this is the method which is present inside the anonymous inner class. Okay, so what happens? This method overrides the person1 method. Okay, this is our output. Nice fruits, super. Okay, so if we call this eat method means invokes the method which is inside the anonymous inner class only, not the method inside the person1. So this eat method overrides the method which is present inside the person1 class. Okay, so we got nice fruits, super. Okay, we didn't got the nice fruits. So this method overrides the method which is inside the person1 class. This method is from the anonymous inner class. Okay, I hope you all understood about the execution flow of this program. Okay, and we have one more example. So let's see this example. Here we have the abstract class. In this example, we have used the concrete class. But in this example, we have used the abstract class. So we know already the abstract class may contain both abstract and non-abstract methods, or abstract alone or non-abstract alone. Here I have created the person class. This class is the abstract class. Okay, inside this person class we have the abstract method. Abstract method is a class that does not contain any implementation details. So this is the abstract method. Okay, and here I have created the test anonymous inner class. Inside this class only we have the main method. So my file name should be this class name only. So this is my file name, test anonymous inner. And here I have created the object for person. Okay, and there is no semicolon here. You never forget it. And inside the curly braces we have the implementation details of the eat method. Okay, and here we have no class name. Okay, so what is it? This is the anonymous inner class. A class is here, but there is no name. Okay, so that is created by the compiler. Okay, the compiler only decides the name of the inner class, and that's why we can call it as the anonymous inner class. This method overrides the method which is inside this person class. Okay, this is the rule. Okay, so here we have used the object and then dot operator eat method. So what happens after encounter this line, the control jumps from the 16th line to the 11th line only, not to the 3rd line. Here there is no implementation details because this is the abstract method. So this method only will be invoked. We will get nice fruits on our screen. Okay, let me execute this one. This is my output. Okay, so in the previous example we have seen the concrete class with the anonymous inner class. In this example we have seen the abstract class with anonymous inner class. Okay, let's see this example. We already discussed we can achieve the anonymous inner class in two ways. With the class, the second one is with interface. In this example we have used the interface. This is the name of the interface, eatable. So we know already the role of the interface. It is used to group the related method declarations. Okay, here we have only the declaration part of the method. That means it does not contain any implementation details. Okay, and here I have created the class test anonymous inner 1. Inside this class only I have the main method. So my file name should be same as this class name only. Okay, and here eatable is the name of the interface and this is the object. Here new keyword and a table. New keyword is used to create the memory for this object during the execution of the program. There is no semicolon at the end of the statement, and here we have the curly braces. At the end of this curly brace only we have to put the semicolon. Okay, here we didn't have any class name. That's why we can call it as anonymous inner class. Okay, here inside the curly braces we have the implementation details of this each method. Okay, so what is the role of this each method? It is used to print nice fruits. Great. Okay, and here I have used the object of this A-table interface. Okay, after encounter this line, the control jumps from the 17th line to the 13th line. Okay, and this statement will be executed. Okay, let me execute this one. Here, nice fruits, great. Okay, so this method overrides the method which is inside the A-table interface. So what is it? This is the anonymous inner class. Here there is no name, that's why we can call it as anonymous inner class. Okay. In the last session we have discussed about the types of inner classes like member inner class and anonymous inner class. Now let's discuss about the local inner class. How can we create the local inner class? A class that is created inside the method is called the local inner class. Okay, local inner class is created inside a block. Okay, so this type is called the local inner class. If we want to call the methods of local inner class, we have to instantiate the local inner class inside the method. I repeat it again. If we want to call the method of the local inner class, we have to instantiate the local inner class inside the method. Here I have created the local inner2 class and I have created the variable inside this local inner2 class. Its data type is integer. I have used the private access specifier. We know the role of the private access specifier. This data variable is accessible inside this particular local inner2 only. Okay, and I have initialized. The value of data is 30. Okay, and this is my user defined function display. And inside this display, I have created the local class. This is name of the class. So this local inner class is created inside this display method. So what is this? This is called the local inner class. Okay, actually this class name is local, but what type is this? This is the local inner class. Why? Because this class is created inside the method of the outer class. Got it? Okay, and inside this local class, I have created the MSG method. What is the role of this method? It is used to print the value of the data variable on my console. Okay, and if I want to call this method, what I will do? I have to instantiate the local inner class inside the method. So here I have created the object of this local inner class. Okay, and here we know the role of the new keyword. New keyword is used to create the memory for this object during the execution of the program. And this is the local inner class default constructor. Okay, now I want to call this method. So I can use this object to call this method. Okay, so we have to instantiate this local class inside this method. Okay, now after encounter this line, what will happen? The control jumps from the 18th line to the 10th line. Okay, and this statement will be printed on our console. The value of data is 30 will be printed. Okay, and here we have the main method. Inside this local inner2, we have the main method. So my file name should be same as this class name. Okay, local inner2 is my file name. And I have created the object for the local inner2 class. This is the name of the outer class. Okay, and here new keyword is used, and this is the default constructor of this local inner2. Now I call the display method. This method is placed inside this outer class. Okay. After encounter this line, the control jumps from the 23rd line to the display method. Okay. Actually, execution starts only from the main. Okay. So, first this statement only will be invoked. Okay. And then inside this method only we have the local inner class. After encounter this line, the control jumps from the 18th line to the 12th line. Finally, this data will be printed on our console. I hope you all understood about the execution flow of this program. Let me execute this one. This is our output. Okay. So, what happened here? So, this is the main method. Execution starts only from this method. So, here we have created the object for the outer class. Local inner2 is my outer class name. And here this is the default constructor. And I have created the object obj. Now, after encounter this line, the control jumps from the 23rd line to the display method which is present inside the local inner2 class. Okay. So, the control jumps from the 23rd line to the 4th line. So, the control comes here. And here we have the local inner class. And inside the local inner class, I have the method MSG. Okay. And then here I have created the object for the local inner class. This is the name of the object of the local inner class. Okay. And this is the default constructor for the local inner class. And after encounter this line, the control jumps from the 18th line to the 12th line. So, the value of data variable value is 30 is printed here. Is it clear? Okay. Now, I uncomment this statement. Again, I execute the same. Now, our output is 500. Why? Because inside the display method, we have this statement. Okay. So, we got 500. Okay. If you not provide the data inside this display method means only the outside data is printed. Otherwise, the data which is present inside the display method only is printed. Okay. That's why we got this output. So, we have completed all the non-static inner classes. So, what are the types of the non-static inner classes? Member inner class, anonymous inner class, and finally local inner class. Member inner class is created inside the class but outside the method. Okay, inside the class but outside of the method. That is the member inner class. Anonymous inner class. A class is present inside the class but that does not have any name. And local inner class is created inside the class and inside the method. Okay, this type of class is called the local inner class. So, we have completed the types of the non-static inner classes. We have completed this session. If you have any doubts, drop the message on the comment section. If this video is useful to you, like and share. For more videos, subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon, then only you will get the notification for my new updates. Have a nice day. Thank you.